Hello there, once again to the lovely peoples of the internet. I am Lolbane and I come with you with a public service announcement. I've come to warn you about this terrible plague that seems to be sweeping through our lands. The people that suffer with this horrible infliction are known only as the Bronies. Now, I will now attempt to educate you on this horrible disease. The first stage of becoming a Brony, a stage 1 Brony as it were, would be somebody who has been exposed to the series My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Not everybody, some of us are immune to this disease. You can tell the difference between the two at the early stages, because someone who is likely to become a Brony at stage 1 will sit and they will enjoy these episodes, whereas the rest of us will sit and watch them and find it not to be very mentally stimulating, as it is only aimed at 5-year-old girls. A stage 1 Brony is at risk of moving on to stage 2. At stage 2, the Brony will actually start seeking out episodes of My Little Pony just sort of by their own will and enjoying it. I know it seems a little bit weird, but at this stage they're not a threat to anyone else until they move on to stage 3. Stage 3, they'll start going on My Little Pony forums like PonyChan and discussing pony issues, like whether Rainbow Dash is a lesbian or not. She's not, she's a cartoon character. Then they'll start coming up with names for themselves, pony names, like Puff Fairy or something stupid like that. At this stage, the Brony epidemic is curable. I've been able to beat this Brony stuff out of several people, but when they move on to stage 4, it doesn't matter how much you beat them, the Brony is incurable. By stage 4, the Brony will start having sexual fantasies about cartoon characters, especially the pony ones. They'll start drawing pictures of themselves and famous characters and celebrities like Doctor Who or Timothy Dalton as ponies. I don't know why, they don't even look like who they're meant to once they're a pony. It's ridiculous. It only makes sense to a Brony. A stage 4 Brony will also sometimes get a tattoo on their arse. Stage 5 is a truly disturbing stage. The Brony becomes delusional. They start believing that this is Equestria, whatever the hell that means. They also start to disfigure themselves, is the only way I can explain it. They remove their hands and they replace them with plushie hooves. And then they stick sex objects onto their foreheads and claim that they are now a magic pony. And they visit Brony brothels where they give each other oof jobs. This is all very disturbing. This video is about to get more disturbing, and for those with a faint heart, you shouldn't watch what is about to follow. I'm now going to show you an example of a stage 4 Brony. Now this here is our class 4 Brony. Say hello to the internet, Brony.
Please, somebody help me!
I said say hello! Jesus.
Hello.
Right, that's better. Now, to demonstrate the depravity of this individual, I will now attempt to ask a few simple questions. Brony?
Yes?
What is your name?
It's Butterhoof.
Right! Your name is Sebastian. Right. Next question. Brony, what is this?
I can't see through the hood.
Wrong answer, what is this?
It's rarity.
For the people at home, he says this is rarity. Wrong! This is polyethylene, it's plastic. Right, final question, Brody. Who is the hottest female in all our lands?
Well, that's easy. It's the great and powerful Trixie.
That's disgusting!
Ah!
Here, It's obviously Her Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth. God bless you, ma'am. Right, now, the thing with Brony is, as I said, this stage is incurable. There's nothing much you can do for him. You can't use bullets on him because he'll tolerate that. And you can't stab the bugger because he'll love that. Therefore, the only possible way to deal with him is to burn him.
No! No! Please don't!
The problem is, due to YouTube guidelines, I can't show you this. So we're going to have to go for the Twilight ending.
Edward, you have two choices. Either you let the change happen.
Kalal, what's my other option? Kalal, what's my other option?
You suck the venom out.
What if I suck too much?
Edward, you already suck.
Is she alright?
I'm afraid, in your anger, you killed her.
She was alive. I felt it. No! That, unfortunately, is not the way that the Twilight Saga ended, because then it could have only been one film and we wouldn't have had to look at those whiny characters ever again. Fortunately, though, that was the way that Star Wars Episode 3 ended, which was an amazing film, my favourite out of an already marvellous trilogy, and I really hope that someday George Lucas decides to make an Episode 4, because I think there is potential there. As for Bronies, I have never to this day seen a stage 6 Brony, and I pray that I never do. I imagine it'd be something like Jean Grey from the X-Men in her Phoenix form. Only it'll be like an obese man-child with this like mental pony surrounding his body, and he'll probably go off and bring love and tolerance to the Middle East and hair advice to all our broken society. And who knows, maybe even like politicians actually give a shit. And that would be a horrible day. I pray it never comes. I'm Lolbane. If you're not a Brony yet, God bless your soul.